What's going on, guys? We're about to check out this Fresh and Fit clip. Apparently, some chick is delusional and she gets proved wrong. Let's check it out.
I feel like women become insecure.
Hold on. Let her speak, guys.
I feel like women become insecure because men can't stick to just one. They want so many options, so women start comparing themselves to other women because of men's
That could be a
actions.
component to it.
Also, beauty
But that comes
standards.
back to
Like if a man was adequate, like content with one woman,
They
then
never are, though.
She would exactly. That's what I mean. Eventually, so then they wouldn't feel the need to be so insecure.
I think I know what he about to catch up with. 'Cause I already am thinking so many things that's unfair and that women do that make men have to be a certain way, right? So I'm sure he gonna bring it up.
Trying to change this and this, they would feel good for one.
Well, what if I told you that that's important for the woman to maintain attraction?
Yeah, but you think men cheat because they're a woman? It gets unattractive over the
Well,
years.
I'm not saying that's the reason why, but what I'm saying is that for the relationship to last, the girl needs to feel insecure.
Okay, that's
Yeah, that's
interesting.
true.
That's
That sounds
interesting.
unhealthy. But do you like when a girl argues with you for being insecure?
I don't argue with women.
Facts.
I feel women are to me, so I don't argue with that.
Okay.
Because, you know, girls be arguing, like, they be like, why are you looking at that girl?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'll argue on a podcast, but like in like a personal relationship or whatever, I don't argue with women because
Oh, that's
if I
good.
argue, that means that I'm an equal to you, and I look at it like men and women are not equal. I'm the leader. I'm the one that's running the ship. If you don't like it, then you can get off the ship, and that ship won't be as nice as this
So
one.
men cheat on confident women. You said
No. It's not that. I'm simply saying that women need to feel some level of insecurity in a relationship for her to feel fulfilled in a relationship.
It's true.
I don't
Why
understand.
though? I'm
trying to connect the dots, but I can't.
All right. You know what?
The way men and women are wired, bro. As far, especially from what I've seen, if a woman is slightly insecure in a relationship, not saying that she's super insecure, but slightly, right, is only benefits her because she's on her game. She's making sure that she's attentive, making sure that she's doing everything that was agreed upon in the relationship and above that, right? When the man is feeling insecure, he might be doing extra that's not necessarily good, right? In fact, most problems, and I can say this as a man, lie from egos and insecurities within the manhood side. And women feed into that. Sometimes they even provoke it and try to that's never a good sign. That's never a good thing at all. Right. But on the other hand, if a woman gets slightly jealous or insecure, it can only benefit the relationship if she's not over the top with it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Hopefully he can explain it even deeper.
How about this? I give you an example that all the ladies here can understand. So let's go into a dream, right? A dream scenario. Let's say, right? You go to the Louis Vuitton store, right? And you do it. Does everyone here like Louis Vuitton?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Is that what girls wear nowadays?
I prefer Prada. Bottega.
Same.
Ooh, I don't really like wasting my money on design.
Okay, we at the Louis store.
Gucci.
Gucci.
Fuck that. Van Cleef.
Or whatever.
Okay.
All you girls like that shit? Okay. All right. So let's say you're at the Van Cleef store and you buy a bracelet, right? And let's say it's a $10,000 bracelet, but you got a discount. You had a coupon from Groupon. I know they would never do that, but whatever. Let's say hypothetically, you get a discount, right? And it's 20% off, right? And you get it for $8,000, right? All the other girls you know had to buy it for $10,000, right? Would you go back to the store and get pissed off that you got the best deal?
I know exactly where he going with that. That's a great way to explain intimacy and how men view it. Yep. 100%. And he might not say it, and people are going to see this as a negative and think I'm siding with the woman because I'm saying, no. It's because of ego, insecurity, marking territories, a lot of manhood stuff that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing. People take words and no. They don't mean it's all bad. It's just a definition. Sometimes things just is, right? But how would you feel? Like he said, with that analogy, going to a store and finding out someone else got the test drive or got it for cheaper, and you'd feel cheated.
No.
You wouldn't, right?
No.
Okay. But let's say you paid $10,000, then you found out your girlfriend only paid $7,000 because she had that coupon. Would you try to get that coupon too?
Yes.
And go back to the store and get a discount?
Yeah.
You would, right? You try to save that $3,000 if you could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, first scenario, you got a good deal, $8,000. You got it. Bam. Now I'm switching it. You paid $10,000, but your girlfriend paid $7,000.
But I already paid for it already.
No, but would you go back to the store with the coupon that she gave you and get that $3K back?
Hell no, that's poor. But I understand logic, but I wouldn't do it.
Okay, but would the ladies here go back and get it? It's right next to your house.
I'll get a new one, yeah.
2 blocks. You would get a new one, right? You'd go back and get that $3K.
I'll get it 3 times, yeah.
Okay, you get that money back. So in the first scenario, you had the best deal, so you didn't go back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how women operate when it comes to dealing with men too. Let me explain what I mean by that. If you feel like you got the best man, you feel satisfied, you don't need to go back to the store. But if you feel like you don't got the best deal, you're going to trade up for the better deal. That's how women operate when it comes.
Even beyond intimacy, he went to even deeper level of the overall relationship. Yeah, that is true. Yes. Wow, that's even deeper. If from the female perspective, I'm thinking about it from the male perspective. That analogy towards the female perspective, yeah, if they think they're going to do better, there's a good chance that they might. It makes no sense why they wouldn't, logically, unless you lazy, like homegirl right there. It's just like, nah, that's broke. Whatever definition or reasoning you have doesn't really add up. But logically, in woman nature, they usually, not saying all, will try to trade up. Maybe when they're older, they hesitate a little bit more, but then would you trade up if you have everything now? If the partner you with now is like 100% in everything, but maybe lacking in one, would you trade up if you could get everything, including that thing that was lacking in someone else? A lot of females think that's the case too and end up in horrible, horrible situations because the other person only had that one thing that your partner was lacking, but they were zeros across the board in every other standpoint. Females in today's day and age know that from the jump now, and they're trying to get ahead of the game and do the whole phase and thought in the earlier like years and teenage and 20s, get that out the way, and then try to make smarter decisions towards the end, right? But that's detrimental too, because it's a whole plethora of things, right? You don't want to be a retired hoe and then end up in the whole situations. Man, I'm telling the amount of time I spend not posting, but just reading things on like, just research of relationships and stories and females telling crazy stories. Crazy. I was going to start reading some of the stuff on my live streams, but nah. I don't know about that. But yeah, fam, it's like a lot of wild stuff that they admit to, especially when they can hide their identity. To where it's like a lot of females out here, not all, but a lot in this new generation got the game messed up. And they're forgetting or not even thinking about common logic. Like, yeah, you'd probably want to trade up.
Comes to men. So what I mean by this is the woman needs to feel some level of insecurity and feel like I can't do better than this guy because I can barely keep him. That's when women are satisfied.
Because then they keep trying more for him.
Exactly.
He's right.
No,
You're not going to go back to the store. Does that make sense?
I don't know. That sounds tacky. Baby. Like, I gotta sit here and play a mental game. Like, what?
No, because what I'm trying to explain is that women always want the bigger, better deal. They want the best guy that they can get. Right. Just like the same situation, you want the best deal with the Van Cleef that you can get. If you got the best deal, you ain't going back to the store. But if you feel like you didn't get the best deal, you might go back to the store. In your situation, you were like, you know what? Maybe it's not worth it. I'm going to stick with this person. But if you could save $5,000 or get the bracelet for even less, you'll go back.
It's like you're saying they shop. We shop.
Women shop, absolutely.
Okay.
Women shop for the best guy, and they only stick with the best guy. They only stick with that man if they truly feel like they got the best deal. What's the most honest way that you feel like you got the best deal? Damn, I could barely keep this motherfucker. All the other girls want him. What the hell's going on?
That's a lot to offer. Yep. That is a good way for that to happen. It sounds crazy when you're thinking about it from, I guess, their perspective. When you think about it from like a logical sense, yeah, makes perfect sense.
I don't even know if he likes me that much. He's with me, but goddamn, I don't know. So you're satisfied because it's like, I know I got the best that I can do. That's what women want.
It's the chase.
Yeah, I want my man more when I know other people want him.
Exactly. But here's the beauty though.
That's true.
Men, we're not like that. We don't want a bunch of dudes wanting our chick.
Yeah.
Really?
If our girl is beautiful to us, that's all that matters. We don't give a fuck about your Instagram following, how much clout you have, how much status you have. Are you beautiful? You're low key.
Chicks see, just because men might like an Instagram model's picture or maybe even want to smash, does not mean that they want them for the long run. Does not mean they want to make them a wife. Does not mean that they want to be around them or talk to them. Right? It's just a thing that a lot of people don't realize or think about. So you're thinking about it from a different perspective. right? Men and women, we both do that. We both do that. We compare ourselves to a certain standard and be like, well, this is what men like. Like females would be like, oh, well, we blame men because this is what y'all are liking and show. No, that's what we trying to smash. That's not what we trying to wife. I don't want to be around that all the time. That's crazy. How uncomfortable that makes me. I've had girls that look like video models, bro. I'm talking about like with the hair and all. It looks insane. We walking down the street, she getting stopped by everyone. And it was starting to get me tight. We can't even go to the movies. Females are stopping. Oh my gosh. Oh, your body. Oh, this. I'm like, whoa, hold up. Oh, I just want to see if she wants this modeling thing and I'm a hairdresser. And it's just like literally like nonstop to it. It's annoying. We don't want that. Men don't want that. Majority of men, unless you just want a trophy. But then if that's the case, he doesn't actually value you. And you ain't there to speak at any time. You might as well just build a shelf and hop your ass on it. Don't move.
Even fucking better. Men want a girl that's hot that no one knows about. Women, though, they need a dude that's hot, attractive, other women want, has some status, has money, all this other shit. So women need to feel like they got the best deal. That's why for us,
I like that sleeper build. That's my ish. I've been a fan of the sleeper build before it became a meme. I think that's what the kids are saying nowadays. That's when a chick don't look like she got body. And when it come off, or where you get to finally see the shape, you like, damn, what? Man, I'm a big fan of that since I was young. That's my joint. When no one else is on it, the little shy, nerdy chick that everybody think is weird, right? No one's even paying attention. I'm talking to her. We get comfortable. I'm, damn. I didn't know you had all that cake. What? That's what you hiding behind these trench coats, underneath these. But yeah, man. Trench coats, gothic attire, alternative attire in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, sleeper builders is my thing, especially because no one else is gawking at it, right? It's not 1,000 other men trying to holler. We as men are aware of how many men are trying to talk to you on a daily basis, especially on social media, or this other stuff. We don't want to see our chick getting hounded by a bunch of dudes. How many times would it take for you to slip? That's a real question too. If you get hit up like 4,000 times a day, especially in person, right? Unless you're like extremely aggressive towards the men, how do we know you're not going to slip and do something that might be considered disrespectful? Got to really build that.
We don't give a shit if our girl has clout. It doesn't matter. We don't need the best deal. We just need a good deal and we're happy. You guys need the best deal. That's why I always say the girl needs to like the man more.
But why do you need to sleep with other people?
Huh?
Why do you need to sleep with other people? Why do you want to?
That's how you keep your girl on her toes. I'm not saying you actually have to do it, but your girl absolutely needs to think that you can do it.
Yeah.
That's the only way she respects you.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's the only way she respects you. If you're a sucker and she knows that you can't get other girls, then that's when the disrespect comes in. That's when she acts crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bitch, you're a loser, blah, blah, blah. But if you can look her dead in the eye and say, hey, cut that shit right now, or else you're out the fucking house.
Right.
She's going to
think about it. If she's getting like approached on a regular basis and she look at you and you just some lame, I'm telling you, I'm about to start reading some of these articles I'll be reading with girls confessing. Like, oh, I had the perfect guy. He was amazing. He was attentive, but he was shy and didn't like to go out. And then one day, me and my guy friends were hanging out and got too drunk, and I ended up sleeping with them a few times. After the third time, I felt so guilty. And I don't want to tell him, hopefully we could just move on and get married and never think about this. And then that third time going to turn to the 20th and 30th because you're getting off. You're getting your cake and eating it too. You're not attracted to this man. A lot of females will try to hook up with a dude that, and not hook up, I mean like get into a relationship with a guy that they're not attracted to just because he's safe. And it doesn't work in the long run. It doesn't work in the long run unless y'all got some other situation going where it's open and you can just do whatever you want to do. A lot of chicks will not be attracted to their partner, get into the relationship, and then try to have an open relationship. So it excuses them to have unattached fun with the guys that they actually are attracted to. And then on top of that, you're doing a whole bunch of freaky stuff with the guys that you want to have fun with that you never did with your partner. And then you hit them with the excuse of, oh, it's because I don't care what they think of me, so I don't care if they judge me. So I'm gonna get freak nasty and all that stuff. That's why I always used to hear people say stuff like, in the red pill community, they'll try to get off, stop watching adult films because real life, intercourse is not like that. Real life intercourse. And I used to always be like, bullshit. And then I realized, it's because I was the Chad in those situations, right? In those situations where I was having the nastiest, wild, crazy stuff. And it was because the female definitely wanted to do it. It's because the chick probably didn't care about me at all, more than likely, right? It's because she didn't really see a relationship. I was just the fun guy. And then she found a relationship and does none of that stuff. I'm talking about you see me out in public and you act like you don't even know me. Me and my friend had an ongoing joke that we used to do because of that. Yo, you don't recognize me? How about like this? When we lay down on the floor, you used to be dying. Yo, what's up, girl? Oh, you don't recognize me? How about like this? But yeah, that's just a part of reality, right? I think it's because people have their wires mixed. You should be able to have the most fun and be comfortable with the person long term, right? But in the dating world, the way things are, people maneuvering and doing kind of like cheat codes to try to get best of both worlds and get everything they want. And once they hit the wall, they realize it's not actually everything they want. You need to just find yourself and find happiness. You want to be a hoe? Be a hoe. But then when you meet somebody good, don't try to tell him that you're not a hoe. Don't sell him the dream of you being a good girl. That's going to end with something crazy. But overall, what Myron is saying is correct. 100% insecurity would only be detrimental if it came from the male side in the relationship.
Behave, man. Trust me.
Shut the fuck up.
She's gonna shut the hell
I
up.
think masculinity is attractive.
Can she not
if
do
you're
that? No, it's
talking about
masculinity.
But a
that's
tenet of
attractive.
masculinity is not taking bullshit from females.
I agree with that. I think you're right.
And the only way
there.
that you're not going to take bullshit from females is if you have other options.
Yeah. That's
the only way.
And women throw the options up in my
It's
face.
the
though.
only
Like,
way.
but that's kind of crazy.
That's the only thing women
Like,
respect, though. That's
It's true,
unfortunately.
because we will test it constantly. We will.
There you go.
I know my
It's
man fine
true.
as shit. Like, I know bitches want him.
Yeah,
so
but-
I don't need
Yeah,
to
I
say
do that all the time, bro. You ever been around a chick or ladies, if you watch me, you ever, and y'all know y'all do this, call another person attractive or hot or anything of that nature in front of your boyfriend? Now you might be like, oh, we don't mind this and this, we're secure. That's disrespectful as hell. But I don't think the man should react to it. I think that's a female testing you, even if it's subconscious. I think that's her testing you to see if you're insecure, right? And if you are insecure, then she knows that she can't rock with you for the long term. But you should set clear boundaries of, it's not appropriate. Like, you're wild. You're wild. And it can only have negative effects if it's the male side, right? If it's coming from the female side, it'll have more than likely positive effects from what I've witnessed, right? Longer lasting relationship, happier relationships, bro. The girl knows that other people want you. Oh, yeah, for sure.
But women need that. Women need that validation. They actually did this. They actually did the study with
First of all,
with chimpanzees. Like they took chimpanzees, right? And chimpanzees are the closest to human beings. They took a male chimp and a male chimp with female chimps, and then they took a male chimp with no female chimps. When he had no female chimps with him, the other female chimpanzees didn't want him. But when he had a female chimps with him, the other females wanted him.
So it's like a competition for women.
Yeah.
Women want men that have other women, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, and this is all across the animal kingdom. You look at a lion. What is
This is everywhere. This is life, right? Men, you could testify this. Whenever you've been in a relationship, more girls try to talk to you. Now they think you super attractive. Look at that TV show, You, with Simp Ass Joe. Remember season 1? When did the girl of his dreams finally want to mess with him? When he was in a happy relationship, which I think he should have stayed in that relationship with that black girl, man. That was actually good. She was good for him. Every time he meets the perfect one, Joe mess up. But anyway, I digress. We're not talking about that dumbass show. But yeah, fam. A lot of females are attracted to either what they can't have or what other girls want because it gives them a form of validation. It gives them a form of validation in a way like, it's like, I know I got it. I know I must be the ish if other girls want them. And I got them.
Does he have? He has a pride of lionesses underneath him.
But
Yeah,
it's
it kind of
so
turns me
sexy.
on in a way.
But it's sexy when they turn them down and like, you know, it's
Yeah,
I agree.
it
I
is
think that's
sexy.
like the
hot.
loyalty is like
Well, yes,
more
women.
attractive.
Here's the thing, though.
When
Women
they're
want to feel like they're being the one that's picked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However,
Like
how
we
do you
won.
get picked? There must be an array of options, correct?
True. And to keep trying. It's very interesting to talk about. It's something I've been like.
Yeah, women only respect men that can kick them to the curb. That's what I've realized, and all the science backs it up. And that's how you need to. That's how you need to behave. That's why women love assholes. When you're an asshole as a man, you're displaying to her.
Yo, I'm not even trying to make this about myself. But especially due to the fact that I don't care what anybody thinks about me and I talk how I talk, my rate of getting buns is crazy, bro. I never had to try hard, especially if I am extremely honest. Now, I will be extremely honest with you guys. I wasn't always like that. I was always honest, but I definitely was like more shy and antisocial growing up, and through teenage years and failures and experiences, I started pretty much stepping my game up and learning certain things, right? Those are the most like valuable lessons to failure. A lot of men, they get like some failure and then they just stay in a room and never want to live again. I do like staying in my room, but that's because I'm an introvert, right? I have no problem talking to women and getting women, scooping them up. You've seen me on dating apps, guys. I've literally recorded myself on dating apps, just on live streams, talking to people, and I didn't meet a single chick that wasn't trying to scoop me up for real, right? But that's just part of the game. That's comes with experience, learning how to talk to people and having that confidence of, I don't care. I'm telling you, I've never been on a date where the chick didn't like me. I'm the one that usually be like, I'm good, right? Like I'm the one that usually puts it in the we just smashing category, and it's respected and accepted, right? That's usually how it is. I've had chicks ask me, "You not nervous?" I'm nervous, and I'm like, "For what? I'm me. You ain't gonna like me. You ain't gonna like me. I'll just go on another date tomorrow. It won't even be that hard." You know what I mean?
You are not that important, and that's very rare because women get their asses kissed throughout their entire life.
And let me tell
From
you something.
the time they hit puberty to the time they get into like Larsa Pippen into 49, they get their ass kissed by men. So for a guy to come in and say, "I'm not gonna fucking take your shit," take it or leave it.
That's true.
They get
Especially when you grew up attractive. Lord Jesus Christ, when somebody act like that, there's a difference in getting attractive later and being attractive your whole life. A lot of these people like to act like that's a foreign concept, but some of us actually were attractive our whole fucking lives. So you're right. I'm used to people kissing my ass. So when I meet somebody that does not, God damn, I be wanting them even more.
I don't want to judge her level of attractiveness, but she has a point, right? It's more so negative for the people that have been considered attractive their whole life, right? The people who are late bloomers, like for me, it's always been weird. Like, I guess I've always been cute or whatever, right? I never really cared much about my looks. Never cared, right? But chicks my age wasn't really feeling the looks until later on in life. I would say older females always thought I was fine as hell. I don't know what it is. I guess I got that rugged construction worker look, but I look like I got a 9 to 5 because I was a kid, I look like a grown ass man. But once I started getting older, like maybe in a teenage kind of like era of my not adulthood, but young adulthood, I would say then I started meeting more chicks that was more into me or whatever. But that's really based on if you put yourself out there. But what I will say is people who are found often attractive from the jump, from like birth, you are seen as one of the ones, right? You do have a different attitude, and sometimes you might not even notice it. That's how Karens are created. A lot of people don't know that. A real definition of a Karen is someone who used to be attractive, a female who used to be attractive, and then I just use Karen for everything, but it was a female that used to be attractive. She gets old, she hits the wall, she's not attractive anymore, and now she's mad and confused why people don't just do everything for her. Why she's not treated like a queen is because people were doing things nice for you before because you were pretty. Now you ain't. So people ain't doing nice things. Same thing that happens with Tyrones and Pookies once they get older, and I guess they just are focused on one thing and lived a certain life, and now they look cracked out. Their life ain't good. I've had friends like that, and I laugh. I went to a former friend house, and his wife was telling me how handsome I was, and I was looking at him like, Ain't that crazy? Ain't that's wild, right? That's wild. The roles have reversed. I age like wine. You aging like cheese. That one statement. There's an episode of South Park that I always reference as good. People tend to be more humble and have more character if they later on found themselves and became more attractive later on in life. That's just what it is. For men, I would say. For females, sometimes in order for them to find themselves, they go through the whole phase, and that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
This guy.
So does that answer your question though? Like why the girl? Because we talked about the cheating or whatever, but it's way deeper than the cheating. It's like a whole. The woman needs to be the man needs to be in a position of dominance and power, and the woman needs to be chasing him. It can't be the other way around. Because when the guy's chasing a girl, she loses respect for him.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think that you downplayed the. I think you downplayed the role that masculinity plays, and not necessarily from a financial stance. Because I knew a guy who was broke as the fuck, right? But of course, like he was like an alpha male though.
Yeah.
So I was like, God,
I
damn,
never
you
said-
sexy, but you broke as shit.
Remember, I said it
like that. Like you shouldn't be talking like that because you broke, but it's still sexy because it's like, ooh,
got that
still the
dog
man
in
my
there.
attention because I'm a man.
9 times out of 10, those are the guys that females will have fun with, schedule appointments with, let smash, get crazy, do adult film level stuff, and then don't even want to have a conversation with them after the fact. Same time next Tuesday, and then just walk out. I'm telling you this, I've experienced all sides, right? That's why I probably should start giving advice to younger men. I've experienced every side, bro. I've been the shy dude, and I've also been the Chad. I was out here getting it. And I started learning, like, damn, you don't want to talk? You don't care about what movies I watch? And then I've been the guy that was like the relationship guy, right? The way the quick intimacy didn't happen, but the relationships that lasted long, them getting to know me was a huge part, and they actually did develop feelings for me. But then, of course, ego and all types of things play a part. So I think it took me experiencing all sides to find a balance, right? Like if a chick's not sexually attracted to me, I'm not messing with her. But we don't have to smash on the first date for me to know that she's sexually attracted to me. But at the same time, if I get the hints that she's not, I don't play those games. It's perfectly fine. You can go find a friend another time. Because I know I'm dope, right? So a chick would try to lie just so she could keep hanging out with you. No, thank you.
Damn.
Remember, she said that there's broke guys that are betas, and I said there's rich guys that are betas too. When she said that, remember that?
Oh yeah,
remember?
yeah.
I never said that you have to have money to be a dominant guy. There's plenty of broke guys that are dominant.
It's so I don't believe that.
No,
I feel like
it
no,
is
they
true.
are.
It is
They are.
true.
They
It
are.
is true.
Money.
They just
They
haven't had the opportunity or to, you know.
Here's the
It's
thing.
the mindset. It's the
There's
mindset.
dominant guys that are broke. The problem is that most guys can't pull it off because it's very difficult to be confident and tell a girl what it is when you're a brokey. Because women need to feel like they can defer to your authority and they need to feel safe around
Yes.
you.
Me personally, it's not hard for me. But in some, I guess, relationships throughout society, yeah, you won't respect.
Secure, and unfortunately money is a component of that, but there are guys that are gifted with the gab and can do it.
Because women want to feel safe and secure, and like if you know it, like this guy can't afford to even. This guy doesn't have a car. How is he going to take care of me? Like that's a weird feeling.
That's your
That's you looking at the right now, and that's another thing. Females they don't want to look at the long term anymore. A lot, right? Not all females, but some females don't want to look at the long term. They don't want an investment. Men, we see potential, bro. Like we literally say that. We would look at a girl and be like, she got potential. And we might mean literally like, yo, I can get her in the gym, get some squats in there, and she gonna be looking nice. And we'll see that from the jump, right? Oh, yo, she could do this and this. If I could just show her and teach her these type of skill sets, she gonna be killing the game. We see that. Females, they act like they ain't got time for that, right? I want him to be successful right now and then come and sweep me off my feet, right? I don't want to work with someone who's not successful right now, right? But then I want them to work with me when even I'm not on that level. It's crazy. That's crazy, right? Any chick that deal with me got to know that it's an investment. And if you don't believe in me enough to deal with me, even though I'm broke, then that's clear. That means you don't believe in me. And when I start reaching a certain level of success, then you can't tell me nothing. Bam. Like there's so many people that told me I couldn't accomplish what I've accomplished now but the small following that I have and the progress I've made, that's a huge, huge accomplishment. Imagine what I could do with a few more years. All the knowledge I've gained, people might look at it like failures, but I gained knowledge. I know what's up. I know what's up.
Her mindset, but think about it. Guys from prison, they come home broke, they're in shape, they're alpha. Why are they with girls? Because they feel like he's a masculine man, but still he's broke.
You're right.
So
Yeah, I mean, you can be dominant and have these characteristics while being broke for sure, but having money helps you for sure. And being in shape, it's a bunch of things. You got to be in shape. You got to be confident. You got to have some accomplishments under your belt, right? There's a bunch of these young boy streamers that don't have any confidence, even though they're multimillionaires.
Man, they be so
they haven't
corny.
accomplished
Oh my
anything. You know, when you
God.
haven't accomplished anything as a man, you also don't have that confidence.
That's the thing. Yeah, you got to get your rounds in. You got to build that before you get rich, right? That's why I always tell people, man, just enjoy the journey. Let the struggle happen. Me, I already know if I ever get to a point where I'm like really good out here in these streets, I'm gonna be set. I mean, I'm gonna stay there for life. I ain't never gonna fall off because I'm going through all the hardships. I've went through all the hardships. I know what it feels like to have to grind, to get cancer, to have to start from scratch, to do this. I'm talking about in real life beyond YouTube. So yeah.
I always say competence leads to accomplishments, which then leads to confidence. But
AKA,
yeah, it's a whole package.
abundance mindset.
This is why women like older men.
I like
Because as an
younger
older
men.
man, you are more likely to have these things in line. So
I need a 50-year-old.
I like younger men.
Here's some chats here.
See? That's hilarious.
I feel
That's hilarious. Yeah, Fresh and Fit cooked them. They went even deeper than where I was going, but it did still touch on the notes that I was hitting on. Right? See, that's why I like watching their discussions. It's very informative, especially if you are not aware. I'm aware of these things, right? But it's still good to sharpen it. It's like going to like a jiu-jitsu class. You might be a black belt, but it's still nice to go and roll and practice. There might be new techniques and maybe even some old ones that you haven't used in a while. Or maybe even boxing, going in, spar, getting there, train, workout. But yeah, I think it's very informative. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button.